Kind of a spread field given by the captain. They are the defending champions. They came well prepared into this tournament. They played more matches compared to all the other teams in this tournament. Before this tournament, Bangladesh under 19, led by Tamim, who was also captain in the previous edition for Bangladesh under 19 side. Nimsara and Hilmi, not much known for the batting skills. Got runs on board, and on this tricky surface, the spinners came to the party at the right time for Bangladesh under 19 side. Nimsara and homework Hilmi needs to be done by Sri Lanka under 19 team going into the semi-final.
Well, with so much of gaps available, Sri Lankans will be happy to knock it around. It's for nobody's gain. Bangladesh wouldn't be worried because they got runs on the board. Sri Lanka's going nowhere with singles. Required run rate is 10. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. It turned just enough. That is a brute of a delivery.
Not a sharp turn. Just enough to beat the bat.
Now that one comes in with the arm, so that's not easy. That is the natural variation the surface is offering. So it challenges the batters to make that decision as to what shot to play. Nuran. 131 for 8.
So things not going in favor of Sri Lanka under 19 in this run chase. There's a couple of wickets left. The innings for Sri Lanka under 19s, persisting with the spinners. Basir bowled exceptionally well, very economical, and also got wickets under his belt. It all started with Imon getting better of Chamudita. The early introduction of spin by Tamim. But wickets went down and they struggled to build a partnership. Sri Lanka under 19. Beautifully managed, and look at that effort. Zawad, a full length dive. Sharp in the field.
Yep, nicely played and well fielded as well. To his left and diving, that's the commitment, sharpness. We have seen, there goes the reverse, but well, the risk for nothing. Element of risk playing that shot, but just cannot find the field or find the gap. Wide.
Oh, this innings they made sure to keep the wicket-keeper busy behind the stumps. Doing an excellent job. Was going down the leg, sharp reflexes. What are the areas do you think, Roshan, they want to correct going into the semi-final.
Well, to me, it's quite obvious it's the batting. Against Afghanistan, they struggled and Hina Tigala took them over the line. But they'll pay a lot of attention about the lack of partnerships, possibly the number of dots, maybe the way they bowled in the first 10 to 15 overs, maybe 20 until the spinners came on. So those will be the points of consideration and where they would want to improve. 135 for 8 and Basir has bowled an excellent spell. 2 for 27 in 10. Well, these are the last 10 overs we generally talk about. Look at India. They're going at 10. Pakistan at just under 9. Afghanistan. Impressive. But Sri Lanka, little over 6. Quite a gap between 7.5 and 6. Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So Ahmed continues. Shari Ahmed 3 for 22. He's had an excellent spell of left arm spin.
As Roshan mentioned in the previous over, there are plenty of areas they need to work going into the semi-final, and they have got just one day before that semi-final. Concerned face of the head coach, the spin bowling coach. He did everything right, Dilruwan Pereira, because the spinners, they bowled quite well. They were the ones who got those wickets in the first innings. They made sure to keep Bangladesh under 19 below 250.
That's deflected. I'm just wondering whether it's the pad or whether there was something. No, I think it's a leg by. So the game just meandering along, nothing really. No one's gaining anything. Oh, there's off the body. So Sri Lanka under 19 virtually in a no-win position at the moment. And with deliveries like that, the pitch playing very, very differently from what it looked like. Here's the last ball. This has been a wonderful spell by young Shari Ahmed. And he'll get a single. 43 done, and we're down to the last 7. Sri Lanka 138 for 8.
Shall I run off to the washroom and come? Oh, lovely. Sri Lanka under 19 need 88 from 42. Leave that equation aside. The writing is clearly on the wall. They're staring down the barrel of a defeat unless and until a Christmas miracle comes early. And that would mean that Bangladesh seal their spot in first place in Group B. They'd end up taking on Pakistan in the semi-final at the sevens. as Imon is back into the attack to wrap things up with his express pace. And express pace is always by my side in the commentary box when Shomanai Ghosh is here. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Atish. Very kind of you.
I just felt you got stumped by that introduction. Similarly, pretty stumped by Sri Lanka's approach to this innings. Going for that lap shot, trying to do the extraordinary Hilmi there. Usually stares down the batters, now a wry smile etched on Imon's face. A 2 for today. Getting the better of the opener Chamudita, who was the half-centurion in the previous encounter against Afghanistan. This faint edge.
Yeah, faintest of edges, and then the short delivery. Well-directed one. Just the nick there. Keeper was standing way behind. No way it could have been stumped. It was just a beamer. Surprised by it.
You're talking about yourself now, aren't you?
Where were you?
Nice sound off the bat. Could take a couple. Now it's important that they don't go through the motions. They know they've almost won. And I like the intensity that Tamim has kept throughout. As we recall throughout, it's been a tough outing for the batters. Bar one today. Lapped it up. And will take that 6. The extra pace assisting the batter.
Where was he all this while? Scoring runs quickly. And as Atish said, using the pace of the bowler quite well. A brave shot, getting the results also. Hilmi moves on to 16 of 18. This intent coming a little bit too late in this innings from Sri Lanka.
Back of the hand, slower delivery, cross seam as well. Everything in that ball.
Brings up a wry smile on the keeper, Faizul Faisal's face as well. Well disguised. Back of a hand, slower delivery. Even he slipped.
It turned off the pitch. It was more like an express leg spinner, that ball. One more time. This time the batter was ready for it. Hilmi, the keeper in the Sri Lankan side, probably read it. 44 overs done, 147 for 8. Shahryar Ahmed, courtesy the 3 for, is now in the list for the most wickets taken. Finds itself at number 4. The list being led by the impressive fast bowler from India, Dipesh Devendran. I have some interesting news emanating from the 7s, by the way. Sam. Of course, Afghanistan won that match against Nepal, but we were talking constantly about the picturesque setting. Oh, mix up! Oh, mix up by the keeper as well. I'll tell you the news later.
The throw surely could have been better. Yeah, the throw could have been better. They were soft hands, calling for two early on. Now, here comes the throw, and the keeper had to do quite a bit. Not an easy take. A bit of fortune on Sri Lanka's side. They're darting that one in. Shahryar Ahmed is bowled so well. Here's the throw again. Through the hands of the keeper. With the gloves on, one would have thought maybe he could have grasped it. But yeah, ideally, would expect a better throw. Something that will not bite them, Bangladesh.
So now the news from the sevens. Usually we love going to that ground. Today we should thank our stars we're here because of the sandstorm. Turns out that the tent that we were commentating in flew away.
Breaking news. I hope our colleagues are fine.
Some of them did report to the ICC Academy. I wonder if they took flight through the storm.
Were they riding the tent or what?
Like Aladdin's magic carpet. We have the commentator magic tent. Small victories, 150 up on the board for Sri Lanka.
Well, we are in that part of the world, aren't we? Make use of the genie lamp, 150 on the board. Well said by my fellow colleagues. Small victories, you take the wins, as many as you can take. The third 50 coming in the quickest time.
And that's the score after 45. 150 for 8. Their focus must be on the semi-final now already. The one that they'd face against India. Sri Lanka, as Zawad Abrar just fell one shy of a third 50. He's now in the top 5 in terms of run makers, but perhaps the most consistent out of all of them. Would it be safe to say that?
On some regards, definitely.
This is like bread and butter for him. Another one over the keeper's head.
Now he's surely making a case for himself, is Hilmi. Not afraid to take the bowler on. Well, the intent, no less than filmy from Hilmi. One bounce over the ropes. Different fast bowler on this occasion, but gets 4.
Sam, what are you doing here? You should be writing for the silver screen. Wide as Razin can't keep his discipline.
More than happy to be on this screen with you, my friend.
I mean, we are off screen as of right now. But what would they be thinking? India in their sights. With the form India has, there would be a cause for concern, especially the way they've given away the ascendancy in this match today. Going for the extraordinary.
Not out.
Very clear, the umpire. Not out. Calm down.
Razin was so hopeful. Was looking for his first wicket. And the on-field umpire also has a smirk on. There's Rashid Wakar. Here's the attempt. Not the length to play that, but it's a good take from Farid Hassan Faisal behind the stumps.
I love his expression. I love the way he said not out. Not this expression, this was more of a sigh of relief. They're going for the second again. Again, the throw, not very well directed. Seems like when the fielders are under pressure, they're not being able to find their target. Something that needs to be looked at. Now about Jawad Abrar, the interesting thing, Sam, is that he's reached landmark score, almost reached landmark scores twice now. 96 in the first, 49 today.
Just concentrate on the shots for now, then get to that. Some lovely shots from him. Looks so good, so solid whenever the deliveries were in his arc. Very positive. And it's certainly someone who takes the game away and played a pivotal part because they got the start. Yes, we've talked about 300 was on the cards, 250, say the least. It was that attacking start, that positive intent. And when we saw the number of deliveries taken by Sri Lankan batters for the 50s, great shots there, great fielding on the field as well, Jawad Abrar. We noticed that it was the top order, it was the first 50, they took a bit of time, quite a bit of time, Sri Lanka. I understand the wickets fell. You know, he idolizes Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. All fairness, I see glimpses of that. Yes, early days, but bodes well for the future of Bangladesh cricket.
Rolled his fingers on the ball. Again, a slight misfield. Is the throw better this time? The keeper's not happy with Rizan. Really not happy. He dropped a catch earlier as well, if you recall.
Oh, he hasn't bowled today, Rizan Hussain. Again, set the standards high. He did not want to allow the second. Keeper certainly passing the message across to Rizan at long on.
Crashed away. And it might head to the boundary. Imon trying to embrace his inner Messi. Couldn't cut it off. At the end of 46, it's 163 for 8. The last 30 deliveries have yielded 32 runs. Hilmi with 2 boundaries and 1 6 is scoring at a rate of 106 as we speak. Especially that cover drive. The last ball of that previous over.
Attempted Yorker, but he came forward, so full credit to the batter. Crunched it through covers. Effort from him on. Needs to be careful, the fast bowler. Some footwork brought out, but applauded that boundary. Again, maybe this injection of optimism should have come much earlier on.
You know how I know Imran is all right? He's ready to bowl another over.
How clever.
A keen observer, my friend. Nothing much more than that. Taking that run, taking the keeper on. Hilmi wants strike. He wants to impress and he wants to make a case for himself. Come the semi-final, push me up the order.
Spoke my heart there, Atish. Absolutely spoke my heart. Definitely making a case for himself. Well on course. Yes, they've qualified beforehand. They will be taking on India, one of the top sides.
They may take on India. Mathematically, it's still possible that Sri Lanka pull a rabbit out of their hat and win this match. Interested to see what the umpire says, even though the batter did move away. Wide, signalled.
They'll have to bring out something extremely special from here on because they need 60 of 24. Back of a hand slower, attempted, too wide. I think need to be on their toes again on the field because it's still not over. And particularly, Hilmi can prove to be dangerous.
What's interesting is Zawad Abrar is at fly slip. For that top edge. First legal delivery as he followed Hilmi. So just looking for that top edge in case Hilmi does try and play that lap and mistimes it, because you're seeing he's trying to go for the eccentric. He's not playing with a straight bat. Again, just showcases how impressive the thinking of Tamim has been. He shuffled the field around time and again. He's taken more time, of course. There we go. Takes the lap, but this time there's a very fine leg for that very reason again. So Tamim just understands the game. His game reading has been exceptional.
Spot on. This very shot. Credit to Hilmi as well, who's taken the challenge. Like, I'd still go forward and play that shot. Not go forward, wait for the delivery and